Bestie, is that you? Hey, girl. Hey, man. Boy. Whatever. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Healing Her Hustle with your girl, Ashari. So, today is the total opposite of episode 3. Because fuck that shit, man. Fuck it. Fuck that shit. So, look. Welcome to episode 4 with Return of the Mack, baby. Period, point, blizzy blank. Now, excuse my outside noise. I do have the window open because I just burnt me some sage. One thing about your spiritual girly is I'm going to do releasing rituals every single time. You got me fucked up, but we're gonna get there. Okay, so bestie, how can Stella get her groove back after being dropped on her neck abruptly? Let me tell you how. Listen, first and foremost, baby girl, baby boy, if you are not getting up and putting a little 1-2 on, doing a little 1-2 and putting something on to just make you look like you going somewhere, doing something to just make yourself feel good. Now, this is even more imperative after a breakup, after something different is happening in your life, after a phase where you need to adjust, accept, and you know what I'm saying? What you need to do is get that energy moving first thing in the morning every day, because if you sit in that bed and you scroll for longer than 5 minutes, for longer than 10 minutes, you will be there for hours. Next thing you know, you will look up and so much time that went by, it's 3 p.m. and you didn't call out of work because you were sad and you needed a mental day, and you ain't even went and washed your ass and made yourself look like something yet. I'm telling you, it's imperative. You're gonna feel different after that shower. You're gonna feel so much better after doing your hair and putting some makeup on. Even on episode 3, my eyes were puffy and red, but at the end of the day, nonetheless, I still tried to get up and do a little something. I mean, those days were rough, but hey, it don't last longer than 48 hours, bitch. I promise you, I'm trying to tell you. So, yeah, first and foremost, how Stella gonna get her groove back? How you gonna return to the Mac? Get the fuck up, shower, put on a little makeup, a little concealer, a little lash or 2, or some gloss. Do your hair. Put on a little something. I just put on a little dress. You feel me? But something, I'm telling you, that's gonna do it. Now, while you're doing that, don't allow yourself to fall back into the sad mindset. Don't be thinking about the memories and things. And how to do this is put on some upbeat music. If you don't want no upbeat music, do some neo soul, do some gospel music, do some Saucy Santana, Glorilla, Meg Thee Stallion. You feel me? Do what you got to do to make you feel like you is that girl or that you is him again. Period, point blank. Music is frequency. Use it to your advantage, baby. For real, for real. I'm putting you down now. So, try to avoid your bad habits. The first day of my breakup, the way I went to a bala of Takiki was kind of, it was just totally disappointing. I didn't eat not a lick of food the whole day, but drank all day. Probably started drinking at 1 p.m. Did not stop until I passed out at 11 p.m. without no food in my stomach. And I woke up the next day feeling even worse than what I did the first day. Don't do that. Try to stay as far, look, do as I say and not as I do, okay? Stay as far away from your bad habits as possible. If you feel like you want a shot of liquor, take some kombucha. If you feel like it's too antsy and the energy is just like building up, go for a walk. Go to the clouds. You feel me? Ganj it up. Do something that is not like detrimental to the spirit or the soul or like a depressant. I feel like alcohol is a depressant, and you feel like it's gonna help you in that moment, but it does the total opposite. It does the total opposite. You're way more emotional. You're way more in your feelings. Thinking clear is totally out the window. We're not gonna do that. We're not doing that. Okay. So try to avoid those bad habits. Another thing, fresh air. even if you do not, because you are in your hermit mode and you do not want to go outside, because I don't feel like I don't want to interact with people. I don't really want to be seen. And matter of fact, I just don't even feel like walking or being outside. Open up that window, light a candle, open up that window, play some music, get cute, walk around the house, look at yourself in the mirror, repeat you some affirmations. Repeat you some, I am worthy. I will get everything that I want in this life. This universe is working out for me. Everything is working for me, not against me. I can get anything that I want and anything that I desire. I am worth anything that I want and I desire. I am valuable. I am loving. I am able to love and be loved. Just go through the house and repeat these things to yourself. I promise you. Now, this might seem like a lot of little work, but it's going to work. It is, and it does. Because listen, it's just hard. It's hard to bounce back after you feel like you were blindsided. But at the end of the day, there's no way to lose when you know how to get your power back, when you know how to literally take your shit right back, when you can take your shit right back. And I'm telling you, other ways to gain your power back. This might sound crazy, but listen, when I fear something, I literally run directly towards the fear. That type of shit, the type of magic that ignites is crazy. So you have to put yourself out there again, sweetheart. Babes, Bookie, you got to put yourself back out there again. Now, this doesn't have to be like dating or anything like that because, like I said, mind you, we are working on ourselves. So the goal is to just love on us, right? To cater to us, to fill up our cup. That's literally the goal. That's it. That's all. So when putting yourself out there, let me give you a few examples of how I put myself out there when I was just going through what I was going through. Our relationship was kind of public on our TikTok community. So they all kind of knew that we were together. Did not know that when the breakup happened. The reason why I say that to say because as soon as that happened, the first thing I thought in my mind was, oh my God, I'm freaking the fuck out. What is all of the haters gonna say on TikTok? And what is all the people that love our relationship gonna say on TikTok? That's the first thing I thought. So to counteract that shit, I went live. I hosted a live stream explaining that we are no longer together and that I'm okay, that I hope he's okay, that, you know, things just didn't work out, whatever the case may be. And in doing that, I kind of like avoided a lot of shame because it wasn't embarrassing, because can't nobody embarrass you with things that you're presenting to other people. Again, putting myself out there and putting myself out there, the type of feedback that I got in return was way more helpful than what I would have ever expected. The support was immense. Like the support was awesome. It was great. I loved it. I love that I even took that step to put myself out there, and I appreciate the outcome of me doing that. So that was great. Also, another way I put myself out there with you guys, my new besties, my new diary. I definitely posted a video. That would be episode 3. In episode 3, I was still in the place of like actively healing because it was very new that had happened. But at the end of the day, I just needed to talk through my feelings. I needed to talk. You know, I need to hear it out loud. I need to say it out loud. And then one thing about me being a spiritual girly, I totally believe that the tongue is powerful. I think that words are curses, spells, things of that nature. Like I said, ignites a lot of energy. So I like to speak it out. So I totally did create a video for you guys. If y'all want to go and watch episode 3, on to bigger and better. And breakups don't have to break you, or it does not mean that you're broken. And then also, don't isolate yourself in this moment. This moment of you healing, I know that it can be totally easy for you to go into hermit mode, for you to lock yourself in your apartment or your home for days and days and not talk to your friends, not talk to your siblings, whoever it is that you talk to on a regular basis. Don't do that. Talk to your friends, even if it's friends that you only talk to ever so often. Like, say y'all real close, but y'all probably talk every 6 months. Call your friend every day that week and get that feeling of family, that familiar feeling, that comfort feeling, almost like soul food. Get that from them. Call them, reach out to them, receive, like, put yourself out there. I'm not lying to you. It's It's going to help so much. It's really going to help because at the end of the day, it's confronting that energy head on. It is confronting that energy head on as opposed to avoiding it. We're not doing no avoiding. What we're doing is confronting it, shining a whole light on it. And once you shine a light on that shit, it cannot trick you anymore. It cannot fuck with you anymore. It cannot have any hold on you. It can't take your power anymore. So by putting yourself out there, you're literally taking another risk to heal yourself. And I feel like the outcome of putting yourself out there after something like that, you have no choice but to receive more, greater, better. You know what I'm saying? Because you deserve it. Especially if you ain't do nothing wrong. If your conscience is clear, come on, you see the list. We on to something. You know what I'm saying? I think another thing to get your groove back, to return to the Mac that you are, baby, is to totally be honest with yourself. No matter how brutal the truth may have been, there is no need to walk around here like Mr. and Mrs. Delulu. We are going to be totally honest with ourselves. Whatever happened, happened. It is what it is. One thing we're not going to do is blame ourselves for it, you know, unless you were the problem. If you were the problem, then you were the problem. But whatever happened, happened. And you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself, and you have to be honest with everybody else around you. Period. The truth is the only thing that's going to help you, because guess what else? Within you being honest with yourself, you're going to end up feeling. Allow yourself to feel. Period, point blank. In feeling, you are moving that energy. You are releasing that energy. Now, and in releasing that energy, at the beginning of the episode, I definitely told y'all I'm a spiritual girly. The first thing that I'm going to do is go back to the basics of what I know when I need to release energy. I don't want to wake up feeling heavy every single morning. I don't want to wake up thinking about you every single morning, especially if we had intimate actions. I'm finna cut the cord. Period, point blank. Now, you could either burn a candle or you could write a letter to that person and burn that. But please know that you have to cleanse your energy. I like to sage, get some little Florida water. Like I said, walk around, say my affirmations. However way you feel that you can clear out that vessel, do just that in any way, shape, or form that you know. Because I am on the full moon taking me a spiritual bath as well. And if y'all want to know about spiritual baths, we can do an episode on all things spirituality. But I'm going to release this shit to the very last drop. I promise you. In any way, shape, or form. And every single day when I feel better or more powerful, I do something else. It can be a simple action. Okay, today I didn't try to text. I didn't look at our text. I didn't look at our pictures. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I was taking step by step. Okay, the first day I'm like, okay, I'm going to delete our text thread. Third day I'm going to delete all of our pictures. I'm going to be honest with myself about it. Talk about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop avoiding the shit. But I'm releasing you nonetheless. Period, point blank. And the way that I move, if we ended on in a certain kind of term, I peeped the way you moved. You will never be able to have the ability to do me in like that again. You know what I'm saying? You'll never have the ability to do me in like that again. So that's why I do all the work that I can to totally release that energy from me. Release it. You gotta go. You gotta go. I love you. Bye-bye. Like, you know what I'm saying? And seriously. And it's funny that I say that because on the next note, sorry, y'all know I got my little notepad. I'll be looking down at it. Commit to letting this shit go. Try to find other things in your life that are going well. Let's not harp on what the fuck went wrong. We're going to look around at all the support we got. We're going to look around at all the good people that are around, all the good energy, the butterflies, the rainbows. We're going to laugh. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to look at all the good shit that happens in our life instead and overly highlight that. That's what we're going to do. So that is me committing to letting this shit go. I'm not going to harp on what did not work. I'm not crying over spilt milk. What I'm going to do is look around at what's there and how grateful I am to have the things that I do have, the people in my life that are there, the people that really do love me, the ones who decided not to leave me. Look at that type of thing. Look at that type of situation. I got breath in my lungs, a bed to lay in, food to eat, entertainment to watch, a wonderful, beautiful mind. I'm literally going to look at all the great things in my life and highlight that shit. Bold, extremely. Now, the last and the end of this episode, I just need you to understand that when you are genuinely hurt, you can manifest like hell, because that energy is so pure and it's from your heart chakra. I need you to understand that you can capitalize off that energy. I need you to understand that you can capitalize off that energy. Use your words, write, and create in this moment and in this time. When you feel like this, when you get hurt, when I'm going based off my personal experience, because this is what I'm going through right now, but I'm telling you so that if you ever, like, because life is unpredictable and life is life. So we never know what's coming down the road, what's around the corner. So I'm just letting you know that if you do encounter a situation where you feel like, oh my gosh, my world just shattered, my heart is broken, I don't know how to move along with this energy, all that list of things that I just told you, but this last one is so important. I need you to understand. I need you to hear me and hear me clear. Yes, you are hurt. Yes, you were hurt. Maybe you were betrayed. Maybe you saw somebody's true colors. Whatever the case may be, but take that, create. Think of all the shit that you do want. Think of your destiny, your desires. Think of everything that it is that you do want. Write that shit down. Light a candle. If it's love, pink. If it's just general, white. If it's prosperity, green. Light a candle. Get you some basil. Get you some lavender. Get you some lemongrass. Seriously. Manifest with the pain. And create your dream life. I need you to understand. We getting back in the driver's seat. We're controlling our narrative. We are the main character in the movie. You get me? So when you happy as hell, you can manifest really well. But you can manifest just as well when you sad. If y'all want more information on tools for like candle magic, manifestation, spiritual baths, releasing, or baths, you know, for gaining, definitely let me know. Definitely let me know, because we could talk about it and we can go there. But thank y'all for coming back to Healing Her Hustle. If y'all sat through that whole video, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. If you feel called to go ahead and like, share, subscribe, comment, and engage with me, please, please, please. And that was episode 4, Return of the Mack, baby. So I'm going to see y'all again in episode 5. I really hope y'all enjoyed this. Bye.